So coming up this week, guilt, obsession, and furballs. It's the Clone Wars Season 3, episodes 20 through 22, right here on your Star Wars safe space. What are you doing to the microphone? What are you guys doing? This is just weird. I just did.
Ignore us.
I can't ignore you. You're doing things.
You don't. Such a banger. Love it. Howdy, Star Warriors. Welcome to Star Wars Safe Space, your non-toxic, low-sodium Star Wars show that doesn't make you feel bad for not knowing that Yoda was based on Shimada, the lead samurai from the 1954 Akira Kurosawa film, The Seven Samurai, my absolute favorite Akira Kurosawa film. And of course, George was inspired by lots of Akira Kurosawa stuff.
All of it.
All of it, yeah, basically. So whether you're a hardcore fan or just a little swarzy curious, this is your Star Wars safe space. And of course, we are the Circle of Nerds, and we do absolutely love Star Wars, even when we don't always like it. And this week, Louis didn't always like it. So we'll find out.
It was fine.
It was okay.
It was all right.
So let's meet the cast and crew, shall we? To my left, your right, star of stage and screen, it is a sensational Sherry.
Hello.
And hailing from parts unknown, it is T to the Oni.
Welcome back to the galaxy.
Or Jedi Master Baloney. It's just because you're wearing the robe and baloney rhymes with Tony. I really have no other creativity beyond that. Beyond
really bad.
Phony.
No.
Jedi Master Phony.
No.
I think that sounds a little better than baloney.
Then baloney? I don't know.
Baloney's
think
pretty
so?
good.
But if it's in the Star Wars universe, it would be Ba apostrophe Loney. Right. So Jedi Master Ba.
Dash
Baloney.
apostrophe. Something,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Weird symbols.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ba. So actually, you know what? You could be Jedi Master Loney, right? Like
Loney's fine.
Loney, but your first name would be Ba, like B-A, and then Loney.
Like
So-
Obi-Wan.
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
Like Obi hyphen Wan, and then last name Kenobi. But you would just be Ba Loney.
Not Ba hyphen Loney.
No, just Ba. Like your first name would be Ba.
Space Loney.
So you would be Master Loney, but your friends would call you Ba.
Okay.
And your mom would call you Ba Loney.
That doesn't.
Which is mad at me. I used to use my full name.
Ba Loney. Yeah, when she's using your full government name at that point. So Ba Loney.
Republican name
Baloney.
The Republican name.
or separate or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
That's the government name. Well, yeah. Well, whoever's in the government at that time, I suppose. Separatist, imperial. I don't know. Whoever gives you your government.
All right,
So if it was the empire, you'd just be dead.
Let's move on.
You'd be dead baloney.
He'd be fried bologna.
Fried baloney. Oh, where's the? No. Well, yeah, we'll give you that one too. We'll give you the applause. I don't know. I can't find my rim shot. There it is. There we go. Fried bologna. Fried bologna.
all over you.
I like it's sauce for being thrown into a volcano. That's all.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
All Remembrance.
Yeah. Wall of Remembrance.
But fried bologna's delicious, so.
It is. And I've
fine.
heard you are delicious.
I mean, that's what they say.
All right, so maybe it's official now. You've been Tobied. You are no longer T to the Oni. You are now Jedi Master Baloney.
No.
No?
Absolutely not.
I don't know. I say we take a vote.
I don't know. What do you think about it, Tony?
I think we can do better, but that's okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, fair enough. But then until we do better, you're Jedi Master Loney. All right.
Look, Master Loney's fine.
Master Loney.
Just don't put the ba in front of it.
Can we just call him Ba then?
No, that's just,
No.
What about
then we
Bowl?
sound like goats. Hey, Master Ba.
You could say Ba, I could say Ba, and he could say Ba Ba, and it would be Ba Ba Ba. Get
Ba,
it?
ba. What about Bowl? Like Master Bowl?
What?
Ba.
Like
How
BOL?
about Asian? I mean, just
No. So like it would be he would be
Master Ba-Asian.
he would be Bologna.
So it's still, instead of baloney, it's bologna.
No.
Bologna? Bologna?
Okay, no.
Now we're just
Going
going
a little
on.
long.
Going, all right. So anyway, so what are we doing? Oh, what's your name? Yeah, I forgot.
Children
talking-
high.
Danny Louie.
Yep. Here we
From the
are.
Outer Rim territory of Bofdween.
It's been a long couple days.
It's been a long couple days. So even though today is the only day that we've been shooting.
Right
Just
now.
for this episode right here, right now.
Right now.
Yes.
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 It's been a week since I've seen you. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. And
Good.
you, sir?
Good. You know,
Okay.
it's been an interesting week for sure.
Yeah. How so? Tell us.
Well, I don't know.
All right, let's just go. Moving on. So what are we doing here? Well, it is very simple. We are on a mission to watch all of the canon Star Wars TV shows and films in mostly chronological order. Lord and Savior Dave willing. Praise Dave.
Praise.
Praise Dave.
So, and to that end, this week we are watching the final 3 episodes of what has so far been the very best season of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So, season 1 and 2 were good. They were okay. They were good. Worth watching. But season 3 is just, man, blowing the doors off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Blowing the doors off. So we are. You said no news, right? No news. No, nothing. Nothing. No.
No.
Okay.
I think I kind of like swept all the news. Not a lot of news going on right now.
No.
Nothing happening until.
Holiday specials come and gone, right?
Oh no!
That was
I guess
November
we're right
17th.
around
You could-
the holiday
We'll
special,
right
right
around it.
You can watch the
we
holiday
still watch
special.
it.
You can
Yeah.
watch it.
Aired
Sure.
12/21.
Okay.
Christmas, of course, 12/25. Both Hanukkah and Kwanzaa falling on 12/26.
So,
So happy holidays to everybody
everyone.
out there.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Whatever it is that you do. Man. Be happy, be safe, all that fun stuff. So we'll get into it. We're wrapping up the Citadel rescue.
yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot. I mean, it was a pretty exciting episode. I mean, that rescue, it kind of felt like old school, like Vietnam War movies when like the helicopter comes down to pick them up. Their positions being overrun, and they're being taken out.
And it's in the
last
middle
minute.
of the volcano instead of outside the volcano for the pickup.
I did feel that
I mean, come
the
on.
rendezvous point was maybe poorly chosen.
Because they had to go down to even get to it. Like, why wouldn't you just go up?
Yeah, so I don't know.
That was a little silly, but I see why they did it.
I get- well,
it's for the
it made
rush.
it made it exciting. It made it exciting. And when they were going across on the line, I thought for sure that was going to be a wrap on somebody. Like someone was going to get like knocked off that wire and go into the lava.
But they didn't.
They didn't. So
We have any wall of remembrance?
we do. Unfortunately, we've got two valiant brave clones who fell during the descent. So, and we're calling them Fall Guy and Shortstop. So, no, there it is. Yeah, it's so Fall Guy obviously is a reference to stuntmen and the Fall Guy, and he's a guy who fell.
Yeah.
And then Shortstop because it was a
very short
long
stop.
drop
Drop
and
and
a
short
short
stop.
stop. Yeah. So where's the? Do I have? Where is it? No. There it is. Okay. Next season I'll have all of these labeled.
No, he
No,
won't.
you won't.
Probably not. So
You said that 3 seasons ago.
He said that 4 years ago. I don't.
you're not wrong.
On our old shows.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Go back and watch those too.
We also lost Long Johns. He passed away too because
Oh, yeah.
he was a clone trooper who was just wearing his undersuit. So I'm calling him Long Johns because
I thought they had Imperial suits on. No.
that was
their-
Paper Pusher.
Body suits.
Oh,
under
the
there.
He had the
actual-
bodysuit,
okay.
but Paper Pusher, he was one of the naval troopers, so he was wearing his
He
naval
was wearing
suit.
his-
So
okay.
we're just gonna call him Paper Pusher because that's mostly what he did.
Well, that's
So
rude.
I'm just saying he's an officer.
He still
type
died for his country
for his
or for his whatever.
his republic. He died
His
for the
re- his-
republic.
yeah.
Yes.
That was probably paying for like his college, and that's the only reason that he
That's
like.
why I
you
did
know,
it.
Yeah. And
Oh, what?
He's just trying to get his education, and
And he had to go on that mission.
That's
oh,
how
well,
he,
he was
that's
on
how
the
he
ship.
went out. And then we've got General what's his name? Earl Williams. What was his name? Lore Master, General what? Or not, the Jedi? Peely? Pelly?
Pelly.
General Earl Pelly.
Was it Pelly or
Peel, I thought.
Peel?
Peel?
Peel, yeah.
Peel.
I think you're right.
Was it Earl? What was his first name? Was it Earl?
Earl.
Why would his first
Earl
name
Peely?
be Earl?
Ernest?
I think it was just
He was kind of a badass, though.
He was kind of a
He
badass.
fucked
kicked
some shit
him.
up before he...
He did. He
did.
fucked shit up. I mean, he ran under that one crab droid and was like,
And it was like...
real slow all the way across it.
That was cool.
And but he got
he was
messed
taken
up.
out by a Naboo dog or whatever.
Yeah, it was the dogs.
Anubis.
Anubis, the Anubi.
Anubi.
Yeah. So it bit him, shook him around a little bit like a little rag doll, and then Ahsoka came in and saved the day.
Crushed his little
briefly.
lungs.
Yeah, crushed his
That's
little.
what happened.
So then we got to see a little, on the spot impromptu Jedi funeral. They wrapped him up in something. I don't know. I guess his own cloak, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
For his own robe, or I don't know. They found some kind of burial shroud somewhere
No, it was
along the
probably
way.
his cloak.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus,
Oh,
bless you.
one more. You got one more? Or no.
No.
Oh, okay, that's it.
You got
All
it?
right.
All right.
All right.
That was
there
a
you go.
lot.
Under control.
Well done. Well done. So then they kicked him into the lava.
They didn't kick him. They used
No,
the
they
force
wasted
to
their
lay
force
him
power.
gently, like a Viking burial.
Sure. And he
And
didn't.
then his cloak magically kept him from melting into the lava as
Right.
he flowed.
He just kind of
down
floated.
The river.
Right. It's just-
The river of lava.
maybe it's bioluminescent, and maybe it's just warm.
No.
No.
No. that's
No,
straight
and maybe it's
up.
not lava at all.
That
Maybe
is
it's just
lava.
a bioluminescent hot spring, which is why he was floating. Maybe it has a high sodium
I think it
content,
was
which caused him
just
to
for
float.
the vibe.
I guess.
Okay, they just wanted to show him floating down like a Viking.
I didn't care for that
funeral.
vibe. I didn't care for that vibe too much. And then because now when it's time to go to the extraction point, why didn't they use the force to send everybody over? Instead, they
Right.
got to shoot across their little ascension lines and precariously tightrope crawl across the lava.
It's for the action.
Inches above the lava, by the
It's
way.
for the action.
Okay, everybody could have just been like, and that could still be action packed. While I'm floating you across using the force, the droids come in on the staps, shoot at me, and then I'm like, oh, I lose my force ability real quick, or I lose my connection, and then it's like, oh, and then someone else has to dive through and be like, grab him with the force quick, and then so there's still action.
That's how you would direct it.
That's exactly
That's
how.
why you're not
so
directing it.
Ahsoka would have been moving one of the clone troopers across using the force. A stat would have come flying in, pew pew pew. She would have been distracted, thus breaking her contact with that person, and of course, the force fails her in that moment, and then Anakin has to run and jump and reach out with the force last minute. Got him, push him across.
Those sounds, those special effects are.
Did you feel that?
those
I
are
felt
tits.
it.
Yeah,
I
that's-
felt that.
Felt it right in my nuggets.
Me too. So anyway, I don't know. That was
Moving forward.
Moving forward. So I thought that was a great episode, and then the extraction out was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there really wasn't what.
No, I'm just
No.
saying it reminded me of like the Vietnam movies and
Yeah,
swooping
trying to get
in.
out. Trying to get out.
Yeah.
There wasn't really much else to go on with this episode except maybe what are we thinking here? Rivalry or budding bromance between Anakin and Tarkin? What are our thoughts?
I think it's gonna. I mean, it almost looks like a respect thing. Like one is trying to puff out his chest, and the other one puffs out their chest, and they both kind of. Neither one of them likes that the other one's puffing out their chest, but they recognize the puff.
Okay. Because when they mentioned, I have the favor of the Supreme Chancellor.
And he's like, yeah.
And Anakin's
I know him
like,
quite well.
so do I. And really? So it's like, were they
they're having a little bit of a measuring contest.
measuring?
Yeah.
Were they
Oh, they
measuring?
were.
Yeah. Or was there, like you said, was that respect starting to develop between the two?
Yeah, I think it started one way and ended more with the respect. I think at first it was, which one of our dicks bigger, but
Right. But they both ended up mutually respecting each other, it seemed.
Yes.
Anakin maybe a little bit more than he should have because he's just still an impressionable
Right.
youngster. And Obi-Wan wasn't feeling that.
no.
Sherry, you okay? You feel like you look like you got something to say over there.
No, it's yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just felt like Tarkin was like pushing the limits with a general. I don't care that you don't like the Jedi, but
Sure.
it was. I thought he was pretty disrespectful, to be honest. I'm surprised Anakin didn't choke him out right there.
Well, he's not allowed to do that. And Obi-Wan is there to keep him in check.
No,
and
If Obi-Wan wasn't there,
I think there would. I don't know. But yeah, that's my. I don't know.
all right.
But maybe Palpy told him, keep an eye on my boy.
That's possible.
If he's got the ear of the Chancellor.
right. And he did say that he was gonna.
But why would a
tell
captain
him
have an ear of the Chancellor?
he's gotten in his favor in some way? Because he becomes a governor, or he is a governor now. Maybe I can't remember, but I know he is a governor at one point.
Oh, okay.
And he's also a Grand Moff. So
Right.
he is like the top of the naval food chain. But I
Yeah.
believe he's also a governor of worlds. So he's got quite a bit of power. And I don't know at this time, I don't know exactly where he's at. There are some cool stories in the comics about him going to like formal like dinners and receptions and things like this on Alderaan, and Leia not being fond of him,
Yeah.
and pulling pranks on him when she was a little girl. So there was one comic where it kind of shows she like ends up dumping something on him. Something I can't remember if it was like.
So she
beer
didn't
or-
like him from the jump.
No.
That was her force.
And so she kind of she did some pranks, and he was not happy about that because she kind of make him look like a fool in front of all these important diplomats and people. So when he finally did get the opportunity to sign her execution order, I'm sure he was
delighted.
quite delighted in that. So
Okay.
it was interesting. That was a nice little arc, I thought. Just seeing a young-ish Tarkin and the first meeting between him and Anakin. So, of course, we'll see more of that. And then moving on to Padawan Lost and Wookiee Hunt. That Louis was just like, at first,
fine.
but at the end of it, he was like, "Oh, look at yay! Look at Yoda's little put them all in smileys and whatever."
I just think it's cool that Yoda like is. I don't know. Like I just feel like everybody on the council just dumps on Anakin, but Yoda never does. And I just like in that moment, he sees him and Ahsoka, and he's like, "Yeah, I made the right decision."
Mm-hmm.
Like he's happy that obviously he can't foresee everything that's about to happen. But
Right.
in that moment, you just see,
He's kind of like,
that's cool.
finally.
And then they walk away together. I like the ending, but the whole Chewbacca thing, like there was no value. He added no value to these episodes whatsoever. They could have replaced him with any Wookiee, and it would have been.
Well, it could have been
exactly the same.
any character. It didn't
Yeah,
have to be a
yeah.
Wookiee. It could have been anybody.
Anybody.
But it was a bone thrown to the fans. I mean, it was
Yeah, I
something.
guess.
Let's throw
We
Chewie
didn't
in there.
need
Why
that.
not? But then, what does that say about Chewbacca? Because
So then we don't need any of them.
Well, I would rather see so in live action we also see another Wookiee. The only two Wookiees that we really see in live action that are worth crap is Chewbacca and then Tarful.
Yeah.
In the Revenge of the Sith.
Chewbacca's entire fucking family in the holiday
By name,
special.
The only person that we know is.
No, all his family members had names.
Okay, but they're not canon.
It's part of the holiday special, so
Well,
I would
that's
like
not
to think
canon.
that
It's
that's
not canon.
It's not.
so.
Why wouldn't it would have been cooler to have like Tarful in there and give us some Tarful and not Chewbacca?
Okay, that's fair.
Different
Fair
characters.
assessment.
I think it's just a fan thing. They
Little fan service.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
they needed to put that in because
Especially after the heavy season, I guess it's fine. but
Yeah.
oh, that's
Meh.
true.
Yeah. Just wasn't doing it for you. All
was
right.
fine.
It's fine.
It was a good growth episode for Ahsoka. A really good growth episode for her and for Anakin at the end, because he, of course, we saw he was just beating the shit out of himself. I should have done more. I could have done more. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. And she was the one that had to bring him back and say, because he's just always feeling guilty.
Again, that's probably why Yoda was smiling, because that's the balance.
Because now the student is able to help teach the master
It's not
something.
even. It's not even about a student or master. It's just there's the balance.
She's
Sure.
there to balance him out.
Well, but I think it is that too. I mean, because
No, I know.
we can learn from our students.
But-
You know, it's
no,
like,
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, yeah.
But I thought that was great. I mean, and when she said, you know, I survived because of what you taught me. So it's not what you didn't do.
So that should have right there ended his feeling of, oh shit.
Yeah,
But no, because he's emo.
Because he,
Because he's emo.
I don't want to say he's emo.
He's emo
but it's
as shit. It's so bad.
the death of his mother just continues to haunt him and weigh on him so heavily, and he can't
She's
escape it.
okay
He's a
with
little
it.
emo.
So I mean, yeah, I guess he's a little emo. I guess, but
I did like the nod to Indiana Jones Crystal Skull. That was
the crystal skull in
that
there
was hilarious.
That was cool.
Even though that movie's but it
Eh.
was
Better
was
than
fun.
the Temple of Doom.
It's not.
Well, I
it's
like
not
all of
enough.
them. I just thought that was a fun movie, but yeah, I thought that was a cute. I like the little nods to other movies.
He just won't shut up about Indiana Jones now. Like we can't.
What
Just
are you
I
talking?
mean, she's the one that brought it up.
yeah, but you didn't
I
have to
did
bring
bring
up
it
Temple of Doom. I mean,
We like it, and
it's
he
the-
doesn't.
but
It's
the-
okay.
But it's the
It's
best.
okay.
It's the best of them. But anyway,
It's the melting face is my favorite.
so I like seeing this. I do agree with you. I do think that, like Chewbacca, not necessary. Fan service for sure.
Again, I think what you said is correct. It was so heavy.
Yeah.
So many people died. We learned so much. And so then they were like, we need to do a Scooby-Doo ending because, I mean, that's exactly what this was.
And I could totally see them having pre-planned it to be a different episode that ends it. And they were like, we need to put something in there before we end this because
Yeah.
that we don't want to end it that way.
Right.
So it's possible that they did it.
It wasn't a Scooby Doo ending for Khalifa.
I don't
She
mean
took one to the chest, and Mia Khalifa takes a lot to the chest.
it was still a lot less heavy than all the other.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, yes, she died, but I mean,
And can we please encourage Chewbacca to stop getting captured? I don't know how he gets himself, because he's captured here, and this is years and years and years before his capture by the Empire, and Han Solo has to rescue him, which is how he gets the life debt with Solo. So now he has a life debt with Ahsoka.
so how's that going
as
to roll
well.
out? I wonder if they're going to keep doing anything with that. You guys have seen, well, you've seen all of the series so far.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if he's
I am too.
in there, because that would, I don't know, that one might be pushing it.
Yeah.
Like him have a life debt to her now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They didn't really play on that though, because he just was like, "All right, boop, see you later, thanks."
That's true. He
and they
did
dipped
leave.
out.
Okay, so maybe that's not.
So maybe it's not a full life debt. I mean,
I feel like it's a kind of a mutual, like, hey,
we helped each other
Yeah.
out.
okay.
Okay, yeah,
well, I
that's
mean,
fair.
I feel
can see
like
that.
when Han first saves Chewbacca's not all like immediately like, oh, I'm gonna protect you
Right,
forever.
right.
Like, they still butt heads a lot early on, and then
They do.
eventually,
Okay.
you know, he realizes that,
Yeah,
you know,
but Han
okay,
saves
I
him
owe
a
my-
couple times,
right?
so that had to happen. Like
Yeah.
he saved Chewie a couple
But at
times.
first, Chewie was still
I think Chewie
hesitant.
just needs to stay at home. I mean, just chill, just be
Maybe.
at home with the wife and the kids. With what's her name? Nala? Is that his wife? Nala?
I don't know.
He likes adventure.
Okay, but he's got responsibilities at home.
Apparently not.
I guess he's out there making that money. He's making that money with
I don't
Han.
know about money, but
I mean, they do all
'cause
right.
Han is forever getting captures as well. So I don't know, or losing his cargo because he has to dump it.
Well, I mean, even he gets boarded sometimes. I mean, he
So,
said so
anyway.
himself. I mean, sometimes that sort of thing happens.
So I just
I
think these
guess.
were filler, like a little bit of good feeling fillers.
Yeah.
I'm not saying things didn't die or people didn't die, but
Nothing really happened in this episode that I can see having any implications in future episodes.
like if you didn't watch it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Mala.
Mala.
Mala is Chewbacca's wife's name.
So Mean. Her name is Mean in
Mala.
Spanish.
Mala.
Que Mala.
Well, I mean, you know,
She's
a
mean.
Wookiee wife, probably.
Oh.
Like, I wouldn't fuck with a Wookiee woman.
So she probably told him to get the fuck out and go do some adventuring.
Right, we need money. We need money, Baka. Go get it. The fuck? And find someone else, because that Han Solo guy is a bad influence. Actually, no, not really. Chewie's a great influence on Han.
Yeah,
I think he probably keeps Han out of more trouble than Han gets Chewie into. Probably. So,
And again, this is how you know that he doesn't like kids. Because why are you stealing younglings?
Star Wars hates
And
children.
not even Padawan. At least Padawan are a little more experienced. You're just straight up taking babies.
Yeah.
Like those kids were what? 10?
They were in their teens. No, those
10,
kids
11?
were
No.
maybe when they got caught, but by the time Ahsoka gets there, they're like the same age as Ahsoka.
I don't think so. I think
I would
they
say
were
a little
younger.
Maybe a little younger.
I think
so. Then
so.
that questions how long had they been there?
He just said a few
He
rotations.
said more rotations than I can count.
But I don't know what.
So how long? I mean, were they there years?
What is a rotation?
Whatever that planet is, whatever that planetary rotation is. So it's different.
Oh, with light and with
Yeah.
sun and okay.
Right. So it's just
Night
like
dark.
our rotation is 24 hours, but theirs, who knows?
could be it. Yeah,
It could be,
A
a
week
week or few. There's, I mean, depending on their orbit and all that
Oh, okay.
crap. So who knows? So I don't know. But I liked the end of this better than anything else. I liked Ahsoka kind of talking, almost mentoring Anakin at this point, and I really liked that. And like their little bow to each other. And then of course that's when
Well, that's her growth.
that is her growth. His too, but it's just not working.
It's not working
It's
on
just
him.
not working. He just cannot get rid of that obsession in his heart to save
like
everyone.
you said, even Plo Koon said we have to leave her,
And Plo Koon found her.
and mentors her still.
Found her at the age of 3 and mentors her still. And he was still able to.
So it's not that he doesn't care.
Of course he cares.
He understands.
He loves his little Soka.
But he
little
understands.
Soka.
Little Soka.
That is cute.
right?
It is cute.
But he understands that this is part of being a Jedi.
Being a Jedi, that's it.
Let her go on her own. If you did shit right, she'll be fine. She'll find her
Right.
way back to you.
Right.
That's the way parents think of kids. Like if you did your job right, they'll end up coming back
So-
or doing whatever they need to do.
And
on
that's
their own.
exactly what happened. So I'm glad that it turned out the way that it did. And Yoda did as well. So we are all done with season 3.
Yeah.
And we've got season 4 on deck for us in a couple of weeks. So we're going to take 2 weeks off just to kind of rest and recuperate, enjoy the holidays, all that good fun stuff. And then we're going to be back with season 4. Do you guys know anything about season 4? Good.
I have no idea.
Good. So, any predictions or things that you would like to see in season 4? We're going to start with you, Daddy Louie.
I think probably the thing I would like to see the most is more from the Savage Opress storyline, more with the Night Sisters, and obviously now Maul. Like that was a pretty big shocker. And then that's probably the big one, but I'd like to know more about this brother, sister, father thing. But I have a feeling we're not going to touch on that for a while longer.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think the Savage Opress stuff, that was probably my favorite part of this season.
Okay,
I
and
wanna
that
see
was
more of that.
That was really cool too.
Yeah.
I like that. I agree. Tony, what are you looking forward to for season 4, or what's your season 4 wish list?
I would like to see Hondo again.
Yeah.
Pretty much for this whole season without getting him.
Our favorite scoundrel.
Other than that, I feel like this season, especially towards the end here, we got into some kind of extreme storylines, and it took away from, to my mind, some of the more interpersonal dynamics, which is one of the things I really enjoy about it. So that's one thing I'd like to get back to a little bit more. It's a little more grounded, basic stuff where we can actually see some of that interplay at work.
Okay. What about you, Sherry?
I'd like to see Anakin and Ahsoka's progression. That's
Yeah.
fun for me. I like watching their dynamics. So just and then seeing Anakin kind of go closer and closer.
Are you enjoying watching him fall to the dark side,
am.
like one episode at a time?
Yeah,
He's
pretty
just
much.
like slowly falling to the dark side.
Yeah. I'm not like, haha, hey.
I know what you mean.
No, I just think it's interesting to watch the fall.
The progression, because I mean, as far as you started out with straight up Darth Vader.
Yeah, and him and Padme, to be honest.
Right.
I'd like to see more of that, because obviously as he goes down, they have to get closer. Obviously.
Yeah.
To have the kids. So.
And I imagine that at some point, like, which we already know, not even at some point, but we know that she's very much like his anchor to the light side.
Sometimes I think more so Ahsoka. That's
really?
Only because that's
really,
his student.
You think so? Okay.
Not that he doesn't. I mean, obviously he loves.
Of course, he loves Padme.
But I think Ahsoka was the anchor. And then I know some of the story, so so I think that pushed him over as well.
Okay. That's interesting.
She was more of the anchor.
Yeah.
Well, like that whole story with the father-daughter, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think they should have stayed together, not as a couple, but
Yeah, of course, I know what you mean.
as
Mentor,
mentee.
mentee. Yeah.
or just become friends, just like him and Obi-Wan. I think for her, if he would have stayed with her as that power Jedi couple, I think he wouldn't have fell to the other side, and he'd still be able to love Padme,
Yeah.
the way he did, and maybe raise his kids, but have Ahsoka there as Aunt Ahsoka to help.
Aunt Ahsoka.
That is
Anti-Soka.
anti-Soka. That is heartbreaking to even consider. That is heartbreaking. And you've got Uncle Obi coming over,
Yeah.
talking about that one time where your dad pulled me out of this nest of Gundarks, and like all these stories that they could be telling little Luke and Leia
Off of one decision.
off of one decision that was made with just the, not even his heart, but the pain in his heart.
Well, and Ahsoka's decisions too.
Well, of course.
Yeah, so
but
she had to make some heart-wrenching
she
decisions
did.
as well.
But
for
all
her
of this,
own sanity.
Yeah, that is very true. But all of this just really, everything does stem from Anakin's guilt about his mom.
It really does.
I mean, this boy's got mommy issues.
Big time.
Big time. And man, does fucking Palpatine play him. I mean, he really pulls on this kid. And the Jedi don't do anything to help. And it's really sad. So I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. I've seen season 4, but I haven't seen it since it came out, so I have forgotten all of season 4.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this is going to be fresh for me. I want to see more clone trooper stuff.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to rewatching the Umbara arc, and I don't remember what season that's in.
Okay.
I know it's later in the series, so I don't know if we're getting it now or maybe in 5. But we've got the the Lost episodes, but I think the Lost episodes ended up getting turned into season 7. I think
Oh.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. So we're gonna go because season 6 was like the last. It was.
It
I
was
think it
supposed
was.
to be done
Yeah.
with season 6, but there were some episodes that they had never aired towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
So when Disney bought Star Wars, they did a few more episodes and then took the lost episodes and made season 7.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was a big online movement too. It was Save the Clone Wars.
Oh,
And
that's
it was,
funny.
Yeah, it's because they thought that the Clone Wars would be done after the Disney buyout, and all these lost episodes would never come to light.
And Disney proved them wrong.
Well, the fans
did.
spoke.
Okay.
I don't think Disney was going to do it.
Oh, okay.
But the fans spoke, and then so here we are with 7 seasons, which is really good. So,
Cool.
so yeah, I like the clone stuff. I like all of the underworld stuff. I like seeing the bounty hunters. I like seeing the smugglers, and the stories about the other people that are out there, in the galaxy, just kind of like
Yeah.
making their way downtown, walking fast. Yeah.
with the pace that's homebound.
Umbara is season 4.
So when we put together the our roadmap for season 4, we need to make sure that we've got the Umbara arc in one episode of our show. Like, obviously the way that we have everything mapped out now, we usually, sometimes our arcs are split up. So, but we're going to make sure that the Umbara arc is in one of our shows.
You'll have to map it out.
I'll map it out, but I'll start with that episode and then I'll just go back from it, or that arc. It is, I'm telling you now, it is brutal. Mm-hmm. But damn, is it not
don't tell us.
Good storytelling.
Don't say nothing.
It's great television. And I'm so glad that we're watching it this way. Like, just watching it, and we don't have to wait an entire summer for new seasons to come out or whatever. We're just watching it like this back to back to back. Okay. Because, man, are we going to be connected to these characters. It's going to be like watching Game of Thrones and Star Wars. I'm just putting that out there right now. It's like, we know who has plot armor, but it's still not going to matter. We're going to be like, oh, you're my boy, Blue. Oh, my God. I miss you, buddy.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say anything. That's
And I
it.
love Blue.
Zip, lock, key in pocket. Done.
KY pool party.
KYY pool party? KY pool party?
Yeah, Blue. That's
right.
That's how he
From
dies.
what, Old School? Mm-hmm. Yep.
It appears to be episodes 7, 8, and 9.
So you'll have to work your
1,
way
2,
back.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is it?
7, 8, 9.
9.
So you'd have to go 3, 3.
Yeah.
So you have to do the first 3, the second 3, and then go
those
into your
4.
arc.
Maybe it's all the pizza I ate or remembering that story. I can't remember. My heart hurts right now.
Don't overhype it.
Are you for real?
No, I'm good. No, I keyed.
This is one of those things that somewhat got spoiled for me. And even I don't remember, like, I've only seen the thing, the little bits of spoilers and whatnot, not the whole thing. And yeah, I'm hurting too. It's not.
All right, so that's it. We're going to wrap. I don't know if we have anything else to talk about.
Nope.
I think we're good. I mean, this is...
We got a pimp. Pimp it out.
We got a pimp. I thought you said we had a pimp. Where is he? I didn't... I'm not the pimp. I'm not the... All right, so...
You're the pimp of Star Wars.
So that's it, right? I am pimping Star Wars, and Disney needs to pay us for this pimping, but they're not going to. So homework. Obviously, there's nothing to watch because we're going to be taking 2 weeks off. So enjoy yourselves, be safe, and all that fun stuff. But do catch up on some of our old episodes if you haven't watched them or listened to them. We're going to be having them all up on YouTube here. They should already be there. Make sure you tell your friends, tell your enemies to give us a listen or a watch. And if you would like to check us out on social media, look for us everywhere at the SWS Show, and be sure to subscribe to the podcast and our YouTube. That's why I write stuff down, because I couldn't ever possibly get this out on my own. Subscribe to the podcast and our YouTube channel. And if you'd like some of this fabulous merch that some of us are wearing, Daddy Louie still has opted out of the merch.
He's
but
fired.
You can get the Obi fans, you can get the cool sticker, and you can get the Star Wars Safe Space stuff. We've got hoodies, t-shirts, you name it, we've got it for you, just for you. So go down there to our shop at circleofnerds.com/merch and check all that out. So we want to thank you for tuning in this week. We want to thank you for hanging out with us and making us a part of your lives and your day. You could be doing anything else right now, but you've chosen to interact with us and engage with us. So we appreciate you. And of course, as always, we do appreciate all of our active duty service members and veterans for doing everything that you do to help keep people safe and do keep each other safe. And of course, for making those sacrifices that you've made over the years. So thank you very much for your service. And that's it. So nothing on the way out?
Nope.
All right. So
Happy holidays, everybody.
happy holidays.
We'll
and
see you next year.
We'll see you next year. Yeah. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks. And until then, as always, remember, if no one does anything nice for you, do something nice to yourself. I'm going to after the show. And we'll see y'all next year. Bye.